Hi, everybody. Get my chair. Get situated. I have got another journal here with me, and I made some new graphics. And this measures 8, by 6. And it's got a coffee stain in the cover. It's got a nice linen cover. And then I put some fabrics behind it, kind of did a little collage, little mini collage of fabrics. Crochet doilies, some little flowers, and a little collage of different fabrics and gauze and stuff. And up here's the crochet part in two different colors, and then a little rose. And there's the back. I don't know if the camera's picking up the streakiness of it, but it's just streaked. And going inside, if I can open it up, I was pulling the wrong thing. Look at this one. I don't know how they grow, but they just tend to. Got a nice little fabric tie closure with let's see, where am I? Get your thoughts, Wendy. Got a little pocket here. I coffee stained it, and I put some fabrics here and some lace and a little image there. It's got a eyelet back, and again, it's been coffee stained. And then I put a nice big tag. I'm making some different tags that size. I really like them. And then a little card with some lace and a cute little bow. This just opens up for journaling. Look at that. Love that. All right, you go over there. You go there. There we go. Okay. Over here, another pretty image, and I stitched it in a I guess you'd say a coffee color, a light coffee color, and it's got lace running down the side, and some different fabrics here, and a little charm on a safety pin. Over here's a little mini tuck spot with a collage, a book page, and some different fabrics on a piece of ephemera, and then I put 2 cards in there. Some real pretty images in this one. Lace running down the side, and then I stitched all the way around. I didn't want the stitching to pop out at you. I just wanted it to be like a little extra texture. So that's why I chose something very close to the coffee dyed pages. This has got a bunch of different fabrics and some roses and a little tag here with some fabrics and a button. And a little lace flower there with some cheesecloth. And then another little card. Piece of ephemera here. And this is lined. It's also stitched. Lined paper here with some cheesecloth and a little rose. I use these little roses throughout. I just really loved them. And a piece of fabric running down the edge there and stitching. And another rose up there with some cheesecloth. It's a tuck spot with the file folder, and it's also got the lace on it. Another piece of lined paper. Beautiful flowers. I love the way that this came out. Fabric there. Little pocket here with some cheesecloth and the little rose with a postcard. Little birdie. Little birdie. A little smaller pocket here with one of the patches that I like to make, and a little mini flower. That's actually a shower curtain. Piece of a shower curtain. Cloth shower curtain, I should say. Not the plastic. No, no, no. And then I put a big card on the other side. So it's got the stitching here. Another nice place to journal, lined paper. One moment, please. Cooper, get off the table. Let me go get my coffee. Boy. Get off the table, please. No, off the table, please. Go on. Oh, Lord have mercy. Gotta pick him up, y'all. Hang in there. knocking everything off. Come here, you. Okay. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to rescue my coffee. Okay. Where were we? Let's see. We were doing a journal, weren't we? Telling you every single time that boy gets in my coffee. Somebody had asked me if he was wired, you know, just from the coffee, from getting in my coffee all the time. And I told him no. I said, now he's been doing it for 6 years, and it's now an addiction instead of, you know, the caffeine affecting him. So, but he only gets like a little taste, but he would drink the whole cup if you let him. Little turkey. And there he goes on the table again. Now he's in Valerie's coffee. Get off the table, Cooper. Okay. Let me rescue her coffee. I'm telling you, he's a stinker. Okay. Got some lined paper here with some stitching. And some fabric here. Got a, see, that's peeping over. And real pretty with a belly band and some different fabrics and a butterfly with a piece of ephemera tucked in. And I didn't glue this down so that, you know, if you got all that for writing. I have to turn around and make sure he's off that table. But, of course, the coffee's over here. So I imagine he'll be over here any minute to bug me. Another piece of lined paper with a little perfume bottle. A pretty image. It's, you know, it's not a Friday unless he's up in my business. Some part of a crochet doily that's been stitched on and a little rosette, a whole bunch of different fabrics. These pockets here are muslin, and then I just stitched around it. It's got a few affirmations throughout. Another piece of fabric here that's been stitched and lined paper. A pretty image, a little stitching. That's from the other side, and then the different fabrics with the word hope and a button up here. This is a little mini tuck spot with a bow and a little mini card on a piece of ephemera. And more of that crochet tablecloth. Some different fabrics and a bunch of cheesecloth here with the little rosette, a pretty image. Over here is a little corrugated butterfly with a, ooh, I need to find some more of those. I was just making some more different shapes with the corrugated paper. I gotta find that. I know I have it somewhere in my stash. That's the problem, somewhere in my stash. If anybody else out there is like me, you got it everywhere. In drawers. And a fat piece of fabric running down here. Another real pretty image. Another muslin pocket with the corrugated heart and a little mini flower and some fabrics. Nice piece of fabric there. And it folds out. And over here is an image of a little girl, and she's beading. And she's got a little doll there. And some flowers. Another real pretty pocket with a lady and the rose. And a little card there. Got some cheesecloth. No more fabric over here. Little ticket here with different parts of different fabrics and a little mini flower on a piece of ephemera with 2 cards. Another pretty image and some cheesecloth and another piece of fabric, and then it's got lace running down the side. More laces and cheesecloth and flower and flower and flowers. Some stitching here on some lined paper. Another little mini tuck. I think these are so stinking cute. a little mini tuck spot with the rose on a piece of ephemera. Some little bit of stitching there. Different fabrics, sorry, silk and laces and all different kinds of stuff. More fabric here. Piece of ephemera. He's looking for my coffee, y'all. He's walking around that table looking. Little stinker. Another muslin pocket here with the word blessed. A lace flower. That's a little tiny piece of a curtain, but it was the perfect circle in that curtain, so I cut it out and used it. Different fabrics and laces. Lace running down the side with a rose. Nice big thick card here. More lace. More pretty image. I think that's the image I used on the cover. Yes, it is. I just love that image. I love how this little girl she's looking right at you. I just think that's so neat. Little belly band here with different fabrics. And, of course, the matching rose. Big piece of fabric going there. And a little card inside. Lots of stitching there. Some lace running down the side, lined paper. I like using images of things that go on in daily life. I really like that. It's really kind of neat. Nice image there. More stitching. Another shower curtain pocket with treasure, the word treasure on a patch with a little flower and the leaf stitching going all the way around. And a card here. And then this one folds out. Another pretty image. A little pocket here with a pretty lady and the flowers. And some cheesecloth. Nice big card there. And then you got all that space back there too. Lace. A little tuck spot on a piece of ephemera. And this folds out. Kind of gives you a little bit extra writing. Some fabric here and some little cheesecloth and a little rose. And now the same thing over here, cheesecloth and the rose. Piece of ephemera. Pretty image of a lady mailing a letter. Another muslin pocket with a whole bunch of different fabrics and some of the fuzzies, and I attached a piece of metal there and put these two cards in. More stitching, and then I stitched around this too. I used a darker stitching in some places, and in others I used that coffee dyed stitching. I did a little. I wanted to see what that would look like if I did. Oh, Sammy Joe says hello. Is it dog day at my house or what? Another beautiful place to write with the lace. And this is not a tuck spot. This is just here for a pretty. And this pocket has got the different fabrics and laces and seam binding with a button. And a real pretty image. And then I put a recipe card in here. It's crawfish etouffee, but you could use shrimp if I'm not a crawfish person. I ate the shrimp. But that's very good. It's got the onion, the celery, and the bell pepper. In the South, we call that the Trinity. And it's like a must-have in every Cajun recipe. So you got that. And, of course, if you want to use it for a journaling card, it's back there. And then tucked down inside is a real pretty matchbook notepad. Lori Girl on the Ridge, I believe, I did a video on these. And I made a couple. It's a great idea. And inside you go. And there's the back cover. the spine. And like I said, I streaked it up with coffee. And there's the cover again. And I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me. And I've got another video to do. And hopefully, Cooper will stay out of my coffee. See you in a minute. Bye-bye.